Okay, good morning, everybody. Glory be to the Lord. We're going to continue with our class of math, and we're going to see a new topic in math. Okay, and on Friday we're going to um, make exercise about the two topics we already saw this week. The topic of today is going to be customary units of measurement, how to change foot to centimeters, how to change um, meters to yards, all of that. We're going to see that right now. First of all, we're going to see a video that will explain a little bit how to change or what is the measure converting customary units of length, inches, feet, yards, miles, kilometers, all of that. So please, pay attention to the video.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at converting customary units of length. And the units of length that we're going to be using are feet, inches, yards, and miles. And as you can see, there are 8 problems or 8 conversions that we're going to go through together in order to help you get this down. So let's jump right into number 1 here, where we have 2 feet equals how many inches. And before I go any further, I want to mention up top in blue at the top of your screen are some very helpful reference notes here that you can use to take a look at when you're doing conversions. So let's take a look at number 1, 2 feet, how many inches? Well, we know that 1 foot equals 12 inches, right? Think of a ruler. A ruler is 12 inches. So if you have 2 of those, we would have 24 inches. We need to do 2 feet times 12, right? We have 2 groups of 12 inches, which would give us 24 inches. So when we go from a larger unit of measure, a foot is larger than an inch. When we go from larger to smaller, we multiply. So keep that in mind. Number 2, we're going from inches back to feet. So now we have 48 inches equals how many feet? Well, if we think about it, we need to split this 48 inches into groups of 12 because each one of those groups of 12 is a foot. So we're going to need to do 48 divided by 12. And 48 divided by 12 gives us 4 feet. And we went from a smaller unit of measure, inches, to feet, so we used division. A smaller unit of measure to a larger, we use division. So for number 3, we have 6 yards equals how many feet? Well, 1 yard equals 3 feet. So we have 6 of them. So we need to multiply this by 3. So 6 times 3 equals 18 feet. And think of a yardstick. A yardstick has 3 feet. So if we had 6 of them lined up, it's going to be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. I think I got 6 there, which it's just easier to do 6 times 3, and that's 18. Number 4, 24 feet equals how many yards? So now we're starting with feet and going to yards. So we need to split that 24 feet into groups of 3, or we can think of it as dividing it by 3. And 24 divided by 3 is 8. And you can always double check yourself by going back to feet. Let's see if 8 yards is 24 feet. Well, 8 times 3 does give me 24 because each one of those yards is 3 feet. So I can do 8 times 3, and again, it gives me that 24. Number 5, 5 feet equals how many inches? Well, each one of those feet has 12 inches, right? And I have 5 groups of 12. So I'm going to do 5 times 12, which gives me 60 inches. Number 6, 6 feet equals how many yards? So think, how many feet in 1 yard? Well, 3. So how many groups of 3 can I pull out of that 6 feet? Or think of it as 6 divided by 3. And that's going to give us 2. So 6 feet equals 2 yards. 2 yards equals how many inches? Well, if we take a look up here at the top, 1 yard is 36 inches, which is 1 yard is the same as 3 feet. So 36 inches. So we need to do 2 times 36, 2 groups of 36. And if you think of it, a yardstick is 36 inches. So we have 2 of those. So 2 times 36, which is 72 inches. And lastly, miles to feet. So 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. So we have 2 groups of that, 2 groups of 5,280. So we need to do 5,280 times 2. Or you can do 5,280 plus 5,280. So we would get 10,560 feet. I don't think I can fit it in that space there, so I will draw an arrow. So there you have it. There's converting customary units of length involving feet, inches, yards, and miles. Hopefully that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.
Okay, so we start to see a little bit something about how to change or how to is the measure of how to convert units of measure. Now let's go to see something more. Let's go to see something more. Okay, converting units of length. You will ask, Mr. But how I can convert units of length? How many, for example, how much is a meter, how much is a centimeter, and all of that. Okay, we are going to see it. Don't worry. Now, converting units of length. Units of length. Write down as many metric units of length you can think of. Okay, which unit of metric do we have? For example, we have meter, centimeter, kilometer, millimeter, okay? All of these ones are units of length, okay? Miles also are units of length. Okay, let's see. Okay. So let's see. We have these ones, all of these ones are units of length. Okay. Also, if you think the centimeter is the least unit of length that exists, no. We have one more that it's called decimeter. Okay. That is the least How can you, sorry, millimeter is not the least units of length, the smallest. No, it's one that we call the decimeter. Okay, here it comes. Okay, let's continue. Now, please, mic's off. Okay, let's put the units of measurement in order to the smallest to the largest. Which one do you think? Which one do you think is the smallest? Mira,
Millimeter.
estás con un ventilador y nada, te escuché.
Millimeter.
Exactly.
Millimeter.
Millimeter is the largest, is the smallest. Then what is the continue? What is the next one?
Centimeter.
Centimeter. Very good. What is the next one?
Meter.
Meter.
Meter, no meter. El que dijo meter. Qué bárbaro. Baja de ser usted. Hey. Meter, meter. And what is the next one?
Kilometer.
Kilometer, okay. Por ahí me dicen kilómetre. Porque tú, qué bárbaro. Si ya me dijo metre o meter. No, pues. Aquí te viene bajando de ahí, va. De ahí. Es de ahí. No dice ni de ahí, sino que es de ahí. Sí. Así. ¿Para qué sí? Sí. Y cuando saluda, es bon. Así son. Así lo sentí cuando hablaron. Okay, let's continue. Now, all of these ones are units of length. Which objects do you think we can use to measure? We have a ruler. We have this thing that we call cinta métrica in Spanish. Okay. A metric belt, we call it in English. Okay. But actually we can use everything to measure. I can measure with a pencil. I can measure with a cell phone. I can measure also with a book. I can measure with my glasses. I can measure with my fingers when I use the cuarta. Okay. Not talking about the cuarta uno. Okay, for example, if you say, what is the length? What is the measure? 4 cuartas, 4 quarters. So you use your hand. This is a cuarta. It's a measure. It's a unit of measure. Okay, how to change and put this attention, and you have to write it in your notebook. How to change centimeters to millimeters. How to change. Okay. How many millimeters are there in 1 centimeter? How many do you think are?
10.
10. You said 10. You said 10. Okay. 10 what? 10 millimeters.
10.
10 millimeters. In each centimeter, we have 10 millimeters. Okay. Copy your notebook, people. Copy your notebook, because this will help you when we are going to make that calculation, because there is a math operation to do this. Aha. Can you use this fact to work out how many millimeters there are in 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 4 centimeters? Let's try to do this one. How many millimeters are in 2 centimeters?
20 millimeters.
20 millimeters. Somebody's writing on the chat. Ay, muchacho. Bueno. Aha. How many millimeters are in 3 centimeters?
30 millimeters.
30 millimeters. 30 millimeters. Aha. And how many millimeters are in 4 centimeters?
40 millimeters.
40 millimeters. That's right. In 2 centimeters, we only have 20 millimeters. In 3 centimeters, we have 30 millimeters. And in 4 centimeters, we have 40 millimeters. Now, What do you notice about the answers? What do you notice about the answers?
That it is
That
just
go
the number
10 to
multiplied
10.
times 10.
Only one. Give me only one, then continue the other one. What do you notice about the answers?
That the number is just multiplied by 10.
Aha, that is one. What else?
That go 10 and 10.
Yeah, but actually millimeters are smaller than centimeters, that I told you. So there are more of them in the same length. There are 10 times more millimeters in the same length than a centimeter. For example, I don't have it here. If you have a ruler in your desk, how many millimeters? Okay, that ruler is for, that Fatima showed, it's for 30 centimeters, right? 30. Aha, how many millimeters do you think you have in there?
300.
300. 3 milímetros. Estoy hablando de 30 centímetros, vos.
Ah.
Ah. Ah. Mucho café. Es mucho café. Ajá. In 30 millimeters, sorry, in 30 centimeters, we have 300 millimeters. Ahora, si usted quiere estar contando ese montón de palitos, cuéntenlo para ver para que mire que son 300 palitos los que hay ahí. Mira el rol. Ay, hombre. Ay, muchacho. Deja de tomar café, hombre. Ajá. What calculation do we need to convert from centimeters to millimeters? Easy. We need to multiply the number of centimeters by 10. Just that. It's a multiplication. Just that you have to do. Now, remember, to convert from centimeters to millimeters, we need to multiply the number of centimeters by 10. How many centimeters do we have in each one?
In the first 50
50.
millimeters.
Uh-huh.
In the second 60 millimeters.
Uh-huh.
And the third one, 70 millimeters, and the fourth one, 80 millimeters. 8 millimeters.
Okay, very good. So in the first one, we have actually 50 millimeters. Alguien dijo 15, no son 15. Okay, 50 millimeters. In the second one, we have 60 millimeters. In the third one, we have 70 millimeters. And the last one, we have 80 millimeters for each centimeter. Now, order the objects. Some of these objects have been measured in centimeters and some in millimeters. What do you need to do to help us order the object from longest to shortest? Aha. Which one is the least? Which one is the smallest? And which one is the biggest?
The paper clip is the smallest.
The clip is the smallest.
Aha, the paper clip is the smallest.
Then it's the cricket.
The $5.
The cricket bat, then it's 60.
Esas son libras esterlinas.
How would say in English?
Pounds.
The
5 pounds.
Are
the second one?
Second one.
Uh-huh.
The pencil is the third one. The
Uh-huh.
shoe is the fourth one, and the cricket bat is the
fifth one.
fifth one.
That's right, because for example, if we change the paper clip that is 30 millimeters and change it to centimeters, it's only 3 centimeters. The 5 pounds, las 5 libras esterlinas, we have 12.5 centimeters. The pencil is 15 centimeters. Okay, so the shoe is 28 centimeters or 280 millimeters. And the cricket bat, it's 60 centimeters, that is equal to 600 millimeters. Very good. And that is the order. Okay. First you have to change the measurement into the same unit. We can change it and we use it and we make it. So, okay, if you see, as I told you, I have in my shoe 280 millimeters and I have in my cricket bat, I have 600 millimeters. Okay, so we have to order them. We have the paper clip with 30 millimeters, the 5 pounds with 125 millimeters, the pencil with 150 millimeters, the shoe with 280 millimeters or 28 centimeters, and the cricket bat with 600 millimeters or 60 centimeters. Now, how to convert millimeters to centimeters? We know how to convert centimeters to millimeters. Now we're going to try to make the opposite. To convert millimeters to centimeters, we use the inverse operation and divide the number of millimeters by 10. So for example, if I have in here 150 millimeters, I have to change it to centimeters, and I have to divide. And how many? 10. So for that reason, I have in here how many? I only have in here in the pencil 15 centimeters because I divided. That is the meaning of that. If I have 70 millimeters, and each 10 millimeters, it's 1 centimeter, I have to divide it by 10. So 70 millimeters is equal to 7 centimeters. If this creates a decimal number, the 10th represents millimeters. For example, in this one, 125 millimeters. Change it to centimeters is equal to 12.5 centimeters, okay? Or, sorry, 12 centimeters with 5 millimeters, okay? Now, let's try to convert the millimeters to centimeters. Convert these millimeters measurements into centimeters. Do it.
The A is 5 centimeters.
First 5 centimeters, B 13 centimeters, E 8.5 centimeters, D 30 centimeters, E
The number E are 42
42
centimeters
2
and 7
centimeters,
millimeters.
0.7, and F is 8.9 centimeters.
Solo escucho a Roland y a Guardiola hablando, y ahí ninguno. Bárbaro, hombre. Bárbaro. Ajá. Ni DM me contesta las preguntas. Qué barbaridad. Okay. 50 millimeters, it's equal to 5 centimeters. 130 millimeters, it's equal to 13 centimeters. 85 millimeters, it's equal to 8.5 centimeters, or 8 centimeters, 5 millimeters. It's better to say it shorter, 8.5 centimeters. Okay. 300 millimeters is equal to 30 centimeters. 427 millimeters, it's equal to 42 centimeters, 7 millimeters, or 42.7 centimeters. 89 millimeters, it's equal to 8 centimeters, 9 millimeters, or 8.9 centimeters. Now, we are going to change meters to centimeters. We are going to change that. How many centimeters are in 1 meter? How many do you think we have?
Centimeter
1,000.
100.
100 or 1,000?
100.
100.
Esas turbinas que tiene Guardiola ahí como ventilador. Qué bárbaro. Ok. Es que ponerlo suave, hijo. Ponerlo suave. Okay, how many centimeters are there in 1 meter? It's 100 centimeters. Okay, 100 centimeters in each meter. Okay, can you see this fact to work out how many centimeters there are in 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters?
2 meters,
2 meters
100
are
centimeters, 3 meters,
200
300 centimeters, and 4 meters, 400 meters.
Ajá, ajá, ajá. No, es que es carrera aquí la cuestión. Ya veo yo.
Sí, Roland. Is the coffee.
Let other participate, Roland.
Sí, Roland, let's other
It's the
participate.
coffee.
It's the coffee.
Yes, coffee.
Okay, 2 meters are 200 centimeters. 3 meters are 300 centimeters. 4 meters are 400 centimeters. So, what do you notice? What do you notice about the answers?
The centimeter are small that meters.
Aha, that is one, obviously.
That the meters are just multiplied times 100 the centimeters multiply. I get confused.
Centimeters are smaller than meters. So there are more of them in the same length. There are 100 times more centimeters in the same length than meters. That is the way. That is the thing. Now, what calculation do we need to do convert from meters to centimeters? What calculation do we need to do to convert from meters to centimeters?
1 meter for
Now, I'm talking what calculation do we need to do convert from meters to centimeters?
Multiply times 100.
Addition, subtraction, division, or multiplication.
Division.
Multiplication.
We need to multiply the number of meters by a 100. Ese que dijo división. Tome una tacita de café. Qué bárbaro, hombre.
Yes.
Ajá. Meters to centimeters. Remember, to convert from meters to centimeters, we need to multiply the number of meters by 100. Now, how many? Roland, you don't participate. Let's participate others. How many meters do we have in centimeters? Do we have in 5 meters, 6 meters, 7 meters, and 8 meters?
in 5 meters we have 500 centimeters. In 6 meters we have 600 centimeters. In 7 meters we have
One at time.
Roland 2.0.
A ver, déjeme, amén, hermana, Dios te bendiga. Qué oración la que tiraron estos muchachos. Hasta uno le escuché diciendo, amén. Y yo, no es clase de religión, muchachos, estamos en matemáticas, hombre. Estamos en matemáticas, hombre.
¿Tomar café, mister?
No, pues el café en el desayuno, no toda hora, pero bueno. Sigamos mejor. Ajá. With 5 meters, do we have
500 centimeters.
500 centimeters. In 6 meters, we have
600
600.
centimeters. 7 meters.
With 7 meters,
700.
800.
amén, hermanos. Ajá. Quiet. Thank you. What's the length? Okay. 200, that 200, 2 meters. The dolphin is 2 meters.
100 meters, 60 meters.
The crocodile is 4 meters, and the tiger is 3 meters. What is the combined length of all three animals in meters?
8 meters.
9 meters.
8 meters. 8 meters.
9 meters.
9 meters.
9. Bárbaros, no pueden. 9 meters.
El efecto
9
del
meters.
café.
How will you write this in centimeters?
900
centimeters.
centimeters.
900 centimeters. What is the combined length for the two
3
tigers?
meters. 3 meters.
6 meters.
Two tigers.
600.
3 meters.
600.
Centimeters.
6 meters or
6 meters.
600 millimeters.
Hey, listen. What is the combined length of two tigers? What is the
6
length of the
meters.
6 meters.
600 millimeters. Centimeters.
Déjenme hablar, hombre. Ni he terminado la pregunta. Yo sé que están bien animaditos, no sé por qué. Qué raro, no.
Tomaron café.
Digo, ¿qué tiene que ver? Yo también tomé café y no estoy tan animadito como vos. Ajá.
Otro más enano.
I repeat the question. What is the combined length of the two tigers? That tiger length is 3 meters. If I have two tigers, my total length is 6 meters. If I change it to centimeters, okay, 6 meters. If I change it to centimeters, I have 600 centimeters.
And if we change it to millimeters,
Aha.
it's 6,000
What
millimeters.
is the combined length of two crocodiles?
8 meters.
8 meters.
8 meters. Okay, 8 meters. In centimeters,
100
800
centimeters.
centimeters.
8,000
800
millimeters. And 8,000 millimeters.
And what is the combination of two dolphins and a tiger?
It's 5 centimeters.
7 centimeters.
7 centimeters. 7 meters.
7
And
meters.
700 centimeters.
Óigame, y ese que dijo 7 meters, quería decir matrix, matrix. ¿Qué onda?
Meters.
Una matrix,
Meters.
Matrix.
7 matrix. Okay. No, hombre. Okay.
Te apareció el efecto café.
Sí, el efecto café. 7 meters. So in centimeters is
700 centimeters.
What is the combination length of two tigers and two crocodiles?
10 meters.
14 meters.
14 meters.
14 meters. 14 meters. 1,400 centimeters and 1,400,000 millimeters.
1,400 centimeters. 1,400 centimeters.
1,400.
It's the same.
No, it's not the same.
Converting centimeters to meters. Converting centimeters to meters. Okay, to convert centimeters to meters, we use the inverse operation and divide the number of centimeters by 100. Okay, 500 is divide 100, and this is equal to 5. If this creates a decimal number, the 100th becomes centimeters. Okay. Converting these centimeters to meters. 800. How many meters?
8 meters. 5 meters, 80 centimeters.
8
meters.
Participant.
1 meter.
Wait.
1 meter. 1.45 meters.
Wait, Roland, wait. Okay, 580 centimeters is equal to 5.48.
O asígnalo ustedes.
145 centimeters, it's equal to 1 meter 45 centimeters. 400 centimeters is equal to 4 meters. 230 centimeters is equal to 2.3 meters, and 305 is equal to 3 meters 5 centimeters. Okay, the combined length of Louis and his cousin Jack is 288 centimeters. Louis measured 135 centimeters. Right, sorry, right Jack's, thank you. Write Jack's height in both meter and centimeters in okay. What is the height of Jack?
1 meter,
1 meter.
43 centimeters. 1 meter 43 centimeters.
Very good. 143 centimeters or 143 centimeters. Very good. Okay, people. Okay, people, very good. So on Friday, I will see you again with math, and we're going to make more exercises about this. Please
Friday is the spelling bee.
yes, it's true. It's the spelling bee. It's from the next Monday. Thank you, Roland. Very good. Please do the grammar quiz. It's already on the on quizzes. Okay. What else? I will check Imagine Learning if I can make something for you. Okay, if I can put it on a playlist to you to work. Okay, so I will see you at 11 something for the class of spelling. Yes, Jose Manuel.
We not enter on Imagine Learning.
I will see if I can do something about, because if you read the message I sent yesterday, we have some problems with the system. So I will see if I can put it on something as a playlist or the placement test. Okay. So I will see you for the class of spelling. Bye bye.
There.